12 months ago, I went to see a film with Panther in the title. Not the one you're thinking of. Let's take a look. I am, of course, talking about the film Walk Like a Panther, as opposed to Black Panther, which was released at a similar time last year. So in a nutshell, no spoilers here, a group of 80s wrestlers are forced to don the lycra one last time when their beloved local pub is threatened with closure. Now, I love wrestling, I love pubs, and I love Yorkshire. This film was filmed all around where I live. I actually know a handful of people who were in this film as extras. It was literally filmed just up the road from me in parts. So the film is a comedy. It's similar in style to films such as The Full Monty and Brassed Off. So very, very British comedies with a lot of British humour in them. So the film was directed by Dan Caden, who I'd not really heard of him until this film came up on my radar last year. It's got a really good cast. It's even got DCI Banks in there, not the actual character, but the actor who plays him. And it's got Stephen Graham in there, Line of Duty. That's where you'll know that guy from. So looking on the film's IMDb page, it has only got a rating of 4.9 from users, but don't let that put you off. If you are into genuinely funny films that just aren't too serious, then this is a really, really good film to watch. We'll take a look at Rotten Tomatoes and take a look at what the critics say. Now, pretty much every single rating is 2 out of 5 or below on here, but I don't like critics, never have done, so I'm going to have a look at the audience reviews. So here we go, there's not many on there. But as you can see, there's a couple with half a star, but the majority of them are 5 or 4 stars, with one there for 3 stars. I'm not going to read all these reviews out, but I will put a link in the description below so you can take a look. When I went to see it, the guy who sold me the ticket at the cinema, he's actually in it as an extra as well, so that was quite interesting. Had a good chat with him. He seemed to enjoy his time on the set. So with what can really be described as a bit of a niche film, given the large amount of British and in particular Northern humour in there, it was something that I wanted to buy and own. So can you imagine how I felt when I discovered that this film is only available as a digital download? Now let's have a bit of a think about this. I've got a lot of mates who are into wrestling. I too am into wrestling. And people who are into wrestling have a bit of a tendency to want to buy physical media. They want to go see some wrestling and then they want to buy the Blu-ray afterwards. Particularly the WWE Blu-rays are still really, really good sellers. I know there's the WWE Network, but that hasn't had any impact really on the sales of wrestling DVDs and Blu-rays. Part of your target audience is well into physical media. And then we look at the other side of things. So the film is about a pub in Yorkshire, and it's about wrestling in the 80s. However, the spoiler alert, the wrestlers get back in the ring to try and save their pub. The people who this film will resonate with that aren't just wrestling fans will be the people who are in these Yorkshire villages where the pubs are getting closed. Now, I don't want to make assumptions here, but I am gonna, because I have already done that with the physical media buying wrestling fans. People who were into wrestling in the 80s aren't into digital downloads at all. My dad was into wrestling in the 80s. As a kid, he used to take me to see the wrestling all the time. My dad doesn't buy digital downloads for movies he wants to own. He buys Blu-rays or DVDs. He always has done. And he is in a situation where I've told him about how good the film is, but he doesn't want to buy it as a digital download at all. He wants to buy it in physical form. So if we literally look and see if we can get this film on physical media, what do we find? So if I quite literally Google Walk Like a Panther DVD, not even asking for Blu-ray, DVD. And what do we get? Well, we get pointed at Black Panther on DVD, which is a bit strange. We'll have a look on Amazon, see what we can get. And no, digital download only. If we go on more purchase options, it is literally buy HD, buy SD, rent HD or rent SD. Disappointing. We'll go in the main store and see if we can get anything. So we obviously get the Walk Like a Panther All Seeing Eye featuring Tony Christie song, of which the film title is based on. And we can actually get some physical media. We can get the soundtrack. Only a £5, not bad. It's got a really good soundtrack actually, if you're into any of these tracks. But no Blu-ray, no DVD. So if we search for when is Walk Like a Panther out on DVD, we just pointed at IMDb, Amazon, the Sky Store. We've got a link on an autism forum, someone asking when it's released. Sadly there's no response. I've also got more links to buying it digitally, such as on the Microsoft Store. We will look at the financial information, see if this does give us a bit of a clue. Okay, so one of my favourite websites here, thenumbers.com. It didn't make much, $280,000. I'd imagine it probably cost more than that to produce. Disappointing really. The film is really, really good. Is my dream gonna come true? Am I literally gonna be able to buy this on physical media, or is it gonna have to just be on a digital platform for me to enjoy, not the way I like to enjoy my films? If any representatives of Fox somehow stumble upon this, then please hear us out. Wrestling fans want this film on Blu-ray, even if it's a small batch of a few hundred or a few thousand. You have buyers for this film. We will literally give you money for it. So please make it available. Thank you. That's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed that. Slightly different topic there, but it is a film that I'm really passionate about and I really want to see, but sadly can't unless I get it digitally, which I actually have done, but that's not the point of the video. I will buy it on Blu-ray or DVD if it does get a release. I think this film has got the potential for a bit of a cult following, but I just think that there's just no way of that being a thing unless it's released into shops like my favourites HMV and CEX. Although for it to be in CEX it'd probably have to be a second-hand copy, but hey ho, that's fine. If you're not yet subscribed, then please do like and subscribe this video, and if you want to add any discussion about the film or about the fact it hasn't been released on Blu-ray, please do hit me up in the comments or on social media and I will reply. I do most of the time. Been a bit busy recently doing quite a bit of decorating. That's it for now. I'd love to say I'm off to the pub now, but they've closed it down. I might have to get my Lycra on and start wrestling again.